To any that receive this transmission, a navigation error caused my ship to fly into an asteroid field. The ship has collided with a large asteroid and is disabled. In order to survive, I must scavenge components from the wreckage. Let's play Space Engineers. Mode, Survival. Scenario, Crashed Red Ship.
Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Space Engineers. Scenario, Crashed Red Ship. We are going to edit the settings of our world just slightly. Show player names, auto healing. We are turning auto healing off. If I injure myself, I need to get my butt to a med bay. That's how that works. Okay, let's load it. Because Space Engineers is still in alpha, I will consider this scenario complete when I have accomplished the following goals. 1. Build a medical room. 2. Build a beacon. And 3. Accumulate 100 days worth of uranium ingots. Okay. Let's take a look at our panel to see what our production is looking like. Alright, we have 603 of 630 required nickel ingots going. These things are brewing really slowly, processing really slowly. While they're finishing up processing, we are going to go take a look at some menus. So for people, this is for people who haven't really played the game or thinking about playing the game and probably want to have half a clue as to what's going on in the menus. You can access any panel or inventory by pressing the K key. This is a terminal. I don't have any, it's not, I'm just in my inventory. But if I actually get in my cockpit with the T key and then press K, I now have the terminal for the entire station, which is everything that's connected. So by default in this view, I'm in the control panel, and it's showing me the assemblers, showing me all the devices that are connected to this frame for the station, or it could be for a ship. So I have an assembler, I can turn it on and off. I have a gravity generator, I can change its settings. Right now it's giving me a half a G with a 150 meter cube of artificial gravity. I can go and turn on and off my refinery. It's only going to consume power really when it's refining materials, which it's doing right now. It's working on a bunch of nickel. And then I can control from here my small reactor. So you can actually control any of the devices attached to your structure or ship from any control panel anywhere. And I'll show you that, you know, if I'm over another control panel. Then we have our inventory panel. And this inventory panel actually shows us... So here's my player character's inventory. I could switch it over to the other thing, but I don't need to. This is all the stuff that I have in, this is all the stuff that I don't have in my inventory right here on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, it's actually showing me all the inventories of all the items. Why is my audio blowing out like that? It's showing me all the inventories of all the equipment that have inventories available. So here's a small reactor, it's got some uranium. Small cargo container is full, and you can see how much of the volume of the available volume is used in each one of these. My small cargo container is pretty much packed. And then we can take a look at the refinery. Here's the raw materials that it's working through. Here are the ingots that has managed to craft or refine from all those raw materials. And down here is the assembler with all the ingots that are stored in here. Now the assembler is kind of cool. It only pulls forward ingots for the stuff that it's actually queued up to have built. And I'll show you that on the production terminal. In fact, it's going to stop pulling items any second, I think. Yes. So here we go. The refinery is now building up a store of nickel since the assembler has pulled all the nickel that it needs for everything in the construction queue. And then here is the nearly full completed components inventory of the assembler. Now one thing to note is Generally, you can only take things from the topmost inventory, but in order to do that, you need to be at the location of whatever it is that you're trying to take. So let's give you a tour of the station. Oh shoot, I've done it. I turned off the reactor. Press the Y key and turn off the reactor. Okay. So, if I walk over here to my nuclear reactor and press the K key, I can now see once again, by default, I'm on the inventory, so it's showing me the inventory of everything attached to the station, but I can't grab anything from these other inventories. The only inventory I can actually get a hold of and manipulate is this one. And if I take everything out, the reactor promptly shuts off because there's no uranium. Put stuff back in and get that going. And once again, from here, I could control production and my other control panels and stuff. So if I go over here to the refinery, the same is true. Now now the refinery thing is on top. I can only interact with the topmost, these inventories for the refinery and the mass, the ore and the ingots. And then same with the assembler. Now, I need to actually go to my storage container and grab some tools. Grab my welder and my grinder. Again, top inventory so I can manipulate it. And over here, we're nearly done with our medical room. We just need 15 medical components. Problem, I have 6 of them, but I need to have the assembler make more because it's full. So I'm going to grab all 2 of these. We'll let the assembler crank out some more while I weld these together. That's that. I'm going to do some back and forth here. Run back and forth a few times to attach all of these medical components. Okay, so the assembler is now empty. It doesn't have any ingots, nor does it have any completed assembled items because I don't have anything queued. And there we go. Oh my goodness, we finally have a medical bay set up. So if I die, I will respawn right here with one of my clones. I have a bank of clones that are backed up. So with that, that actually gives us a complete home base starting station. Now that I've salvaged everything I can or everything I need to build it off my crash red ship, I finally have completed my base of operations and can go forth and start working on my second goal, which is to get enough uranium. I'll just drop out here. I want this fuel time to be 100 days or longer. That's my other goal. I could do that by manually drilling a whole bunch of uranium and bringing it back. But that does nothing to do, that does us nothing towards some of the funner stuff in Space Engineers, which is building spaceships. So, we're going to start designing a spaceship. This spaceship is going to be a drill rig. And it's going to use a couple of these guys right here, these drills, to mine out all the materials we need. But first, we're going to start with the basic frame of the thing. Some drills, engines. I'll do engines later. Okay, to build anything in Space Engineers, to place a block, I need to have the component. So in this case, I need a steel plate. Over here, get us some steel plates. Okay, so put that on there. And we're going to come around back here. I'm going to bring this back one notch. So I guess no matter which way I slice it, it's a 3x3 placement. Might as well have it that way then. 3x3. So that the inventory is easier to access. Ooh. Slipped off my platform. Okay. Oops. A little bit of problem. A little problem. Nothing that can't be solved. One down. And since those things are there, mounted to that block, particularly... Oh, shoot. That's one thing you gotta be careful of. If you over drill something and disconnect something important, then your ship flies apart in a million pieces. I'm just gonna give this a drill here, or a... There we go. Now, let's weld up the basic frame. Okay, with the frame made, it is now time to get all the stuff going I need. Now I'm going to need something I don't have. I'm going to need more displays and more bulletproof glass. So I need 5 displays and 5 bulletproof glass. So I'll go over to the assembler. And under the production tab, I can tell the assembler to make myself some components. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. We need more gold ingots for displays. And 5 bulletproof glass. Get the bulletproofs. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Alright. Well, now I know what I need. So I need a bunch of silicon wafer, I need more silicon, and I need more gold, which I don't currently have. So I can drop off all of this. Well, actually, see, I know I need construction components. Grab some more steel plates. As soon as I'm done welding, it's time to go charge up. Good enough. All right, head over here. Now I no longer need to sit in this silly seat to get charged up. I can just fill up my energy from here. And crucially, what that actually means is I no longer have a purpose for this. I can control the station from anywhere. From any panel. I no longer need these displays. So, I have all the displays and everything that I need. The only thing I really need now is bulletproof glass. Now I can see what this thing looks like. Can't move it. I don't have any way to move it around, but here I am, sitting in the cockpit. Looking around. Small steel tubes. Put all this stuff back in here. Large steel tubes and motors. I don't. Oh, yes, I do. I thought for a moment that I didn't have any motors. Need some more steel plate. Okay, yeah, bulletproof glass. I'm really gonna need that. But I can finish that up in a while. Take these out of the toolbox by right-clicking on them. I need a small reactor, a gyroscope, some thrusters. Now I'm just going to choose how to sort of lay out the rest of my ship. I need a reactor. What would also be handy is a spotlight and an ore detector. Okay, in order for this ship to be maneuverable at all, it will need to have various thrusters pointed in various directions. Oh, I need steel tubes for that. Okay, let's do this. So large steel tubes? Put a pair of downward thrusters here. Some upward thrusters there. Oh, I need construction components for that. Okay. So, let's grab some of those. Could put the ore detector there. Okay, so I've got forward-facing thrust, upward thrust, downward thrust. I don't have outward thrust just yet. And the rest is going to be steel frame. Okay. Okay. Well, we can put our gyroscope right in here. Just gotta recharge my energy really quick. Okay, starting from the front. Can work partway on a couple of these thrusters. Okay. Motor, computer, detector components. Detector components? Hey, I can build one of those. Cool. Still need motors and computers. Now the other thing I could do is I could say screw the aesthetics and just build the rig. I need a bunch of thruster components. We will wire up a whole bunch of construction components next. And we've got a bunch of steel plates next, I think. Go charge up again and grab some other stuff. That needs motors. This needs interior plates. Alright, motors and interior plates. Okay, and that will take care of the gyroscope. So the gyroscope is what you use to make your ship turn, or change which direction it's facing. Large steel tubes and reactor components is next. Couple more steel plates and that finishes off that small reactor. Okay. That really should do it. We have some lights, we have a detector to see with, we got thrusters facing every which way. Yes, we do. Now all it really needs is some power. So we'll grab half of an ingot here. And there we have it. A little drill rig here. If I go to K, or T? No. G. I can bring it down to my toolbar here. Yes! Yes! Alright. Well. This thing has a ton of fuel at half an ingot. Let's go find some ore. Into this asteroid we go to find a whole bunch of uranium. Okay, I see some uranium on the left side over here. Ooh, and the right side. That's a nice big vein. Look at all this uranium. Now, the cool thing about this is I don't need to go chase down the bits. These drill heads automatically shave and collect and grind. I can't see. So in once you have all your basic stuff built, really one of the very first things you end up building is some sort of drilling machine to go and drill and strip mine and get all your resources that you need. So I can just sort of drill along this ledge here, chugging along on this uranium vein. Inventory. I picked up some platinum, some other stuff. Oh my gosh, I have so much volume. Since I have 2 drills, each of these drills have their own inventory. Just keep on mining this like crazy. You can see even this rig is like, it's pretty unruly, it's all bouncing around. I could make a bigger one that's more stable. Isn't as susceptible to all the torque being imposed upon it. But this is so cool, I designed my own little ship capable of drilling for uranium. Gonna drill away on this ridge here. Alright, I think that's gonna be about it for now. What I need to do is get myself over where I want to be. More or less aligned, I think. Take a look. Can't tell. And come down slowly. And when I'm in proximity, I can see in the lower right hand corner here, in proximity is lock the landing gear. Bingo. That's that. And we can get out. Look at that. Our little ship. Now let's see if my flying around caused me to cause any damage here. Am I backing up into stuff? Just want to make sure it's not all dinged up. Yeah, I was pretty careful. So I'll probably armor all that with some more stuff at a later time. It's time to unload the drill. If I wanted to place a beacon, what would it take? A bunch of steel plates. Construction components. 40 radio communication components. Well, let's see what we need for it. You know, we're pretty close. Just a little bit of iron and silicon, and we're there. So now it has enough iron. Now I just need some silicon. Well, we can get that at another time. For now...
Captain's log 4-1. I have built myself a simple mining vehicle in order to collect the large quantities of uranium that I need for stasis. I have completed the medical room and am now working on a beacon so that the station can be found by passing ships. However, I believe at this point that given the quantity of asteroids pummeling this asteroid I'm currently parked on, staying here in stasis for very long is a bad idea, so I will need to build myself a stasis-capable large ship and sail away from this asteroid belt. For now, I just need a bit more silicon. I'll work on getting that next time.
So there you have it. Use the shipbuilding mechanism to build myself a basic mining rig with mostly salvaged parts from the Big Red ship. I had to fabricate a couple of things here and there. Oh, I do need some silicon for this cockpit. I still need bulletproof glass. So the cockpit isn't complete. I mean, it's functional, but not very resilient. If it took any damage, I'd be in real trouble. So yeah, next time we need to get some more silicon. So until then, we'll see you next time. This is one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. Neil Armstrong. Except for all you lunar lander deniers who believe that the NASA moon landings was a complete hoax. In that case, one of our nation's heroes, Neil Armstrong, is a complete bald-faced liar, and you can tell him that to his face, and then he'll punch you because you're wrong.